Hey guys, we're out here on a nice, hot, steamy day. It's the end of June. The beans are starting to grow and we're setting up trail cameras. It's that time right now when you want to start getting those trail cameras out and getting those velvet buck shots. And with this all new Revolver 360 camera, it's going to make getting those shots a lot easier. And I want to take you through all the details of this new camera because it has been a hit this year for sure. A lot of questions are coming in on this camera. So let's dive into it. Well, first up, let's talk about the 360 and what that means for us and why we would want that. Traditionally, in this particular spot where I would want to come and set a trail camera is I'm sitting over beans. It's a beautiful plot. I know deer and bucks love beans this time of the year. They're gonna be in here eating these for sure. But generally, when you only put out one camera, you just get that one view. So a lot of times I may have to put up 4 cameras on this bean plot to really catch all the action. But with the 360, when a motion is detected, it will automatically rotate and take 6 photos of each one of the different zones, giving you 6 individual photos right to your phone on that app. What makes that super cool is I may have a doe right over here in zone 1 feeding that triggered the camera, but over there, 50, 60, 100 yards away, I'll see multiple other deer, which will give me a lot more intel on where I should be hunting on this particular plot. One question we get asked a lot with this particular camera is, will the deer hear it and will the motion of the actual lens itself spook deer away? From what I've seen so far, I'm gonna have to answer that no, because number one, it is a silent motor and it's virtually undetectable. As far as the deer actually seeing that little lens move, I mean, I guess there's always a chance. There's always gonna be a naysayer. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, that little bit of movement's gonna scare my deer away. Personally, I'm not worried about it. It's such a small amount of movement and I haven't seen anything that shows me that the deer are not coming back to this location. Another question we get asked a lot is, can I only use it in the 360 form where I'm only gonna get photos of all the way around? The answer is no. You conveniently go into the app and you can choose the zones you want. So if you've got that favorite scrape or a fence opening or something very specific where maybe you only wanna use 1, 2, or 3 of the zones to be able to catch for maybe a 180, no problem. Just go into the app, choose what zones you want specifically. When a motion is detected, you're only gonna get photos of those zones. Any diehard trail camera user is always wondering about batteries, battery life, and what are my battery options to get the most amount of runtime. This particular camera runs off of 16 batteries. You can either use alkaline or lithium batteries. Personally, with the cost of batteries nowadays, I prefer things that are rechargeable. It's the best bang for my buck. So in this particular case, this unit is set up with the Field Max lithium battery and it's charged by solar. So this is a great option for somewhere where you are absolutely getting a lot of sunlight. In this particular case, this camera is literally facing south. I get a lot of sunlight, so this is a great option for this particular camera, and I can go a long time without ever having to change these batteries. Or you can use a lead acid battery if you don't have a situation where you're gonna be able to get sun and be able to use a solar panel. In this particular case, this is a great option if you're gonna be in the woods, you wanna maybe run it on a 180 view, but with the lead acid battery, you basically are gonna charge it before you come out in the woods, and I generally have been getting well over 2 months with using a lead acid battery. And of course, having 2 of these on hand is always great because when you come out to check the camera, just switch out the battery, bring this one back and charge it, and you're not spending money buying batteries. One other thing to keep in mind, there are 2 different camera models, the Revolver 360 and the Revolver 360 Pro. The Revolver 360 Pro has a higher level of a sensor in it, which is gonna allow you to get higher quality photos. When you're in the app, you'll be able to zoom in and be able to get more detail on the deer that are further away, which is gonna be pretty critical, especially in these situations like this where you're monitoring the food plot. The Revolver 360 is available right now for $149, and you can log on to the website at stealthcam.com and pre-order your Revolver 360 Pro for $179.